All right, here we go with the first one. Dictionary skills, finding a new word.
My job is to make college easier because students have a lot on their
Sorry, Coach.
plates. Like Harper, an econ major who piles on the
Grammarly is a good
Hi,
tool.
I'm Ashley, and today we're going to learn how to find words in a dictionary. Are you ready? Let's go. All the words in a dictionary are listed in alphabetical order, so it's good to be sure that you know ABC order first. If you need a refresher, you might want to go back to the game Alphabetical Order Words for practice. Here, I have a list of 4 words found back to back in a dictionary: orbit, orca, orchard, and orchestra. Notice how they all have the same first 2 letters, and most have the same first 3 letters. There are so many words in the English language that you have to pay close attention. Sometimes there are 5 or more letters that are the same at the start of the word, and you have to look all the way to the 6th letter to find the difference. Now you might be thinking, okay, I know alphabetical order, but how can I look up just one word when there are so many in that huge book? Not to worry, there are a few things that the creators of dictionaries have put in them to help you. First, on the edges of the pages, there are markings to show which letter of the alphabet you are looking at. A words, B words, C words, and so on. A lot of times, there are even different colors or indentions on the side of the pages to help you find that first letter. Here you can see the dictionary is opened up to D words. Now let's say you want to look up koala. Koala starts with K. These letters on the side can help you quickly flip to the section of K words. Now, even in the K section, there are still a lot of words. That's where guide words come in handy. On every page of the dictionary, there is a word listed on the top left and top right corners of the pages. And these are separate from the main list of words with definitions. These guide words help you to know exactly what you can find on that page. The word in the top left will be the first entry of the page, and the word on the top right is the very last entry of the page. So I'm looking up koala. I flip to a page in the K section and find the words key and kind as guide words. Let's think. In alphabetical order, would koala come between those 2 words? No. The second letter is O, which comes after I, the second letter of kind. That means I need to flip to a later page. Okay, I've now flipped to a later page and I see the guide words, klutz and Komodo dragon. Do you think it will be on this page? Well, that second letter, O, tells us it will come after klutz. What about Komodo dragon? It has a second letter of O. Let's look at the third letter. On koala, it's A, and Komodo dragon, it's M. A comes before M, so that means it will be on this page. Koala comes between the guide words in alphabetical order. Now that I've found the page, I just need to use my alphabetical order skills to find the entry on this page. And that's it. Now it's your turn. Be sure to practice what you've learned by looking up words in your own dictionary. Don't forget to play our online games and quizzes, and remember to always be clever.
All right, so that one helps you if that was a reminder. An old-fashioned actual dictionary book, which you may have one at home, but you know that I gave everyone a link so that you can use the dictionary online. So the second video is more of what we were gonna talk about today. This first video was just a reminder or a review of what we did last week, okay? So wake back up, computer. A little slow. Really, it's been working fine all day long. All right, let me see. I might have to close this window and open up a new window. I apologize. Mary, and go to our second one for today. Both of these are part of that playlist that I sent you guys in the Canvas page. I'll show you guys that again in a minute. All right, so how to find a word in the dictionary. This one is gonna talk more about what we're learning about today. No, that's the one we just watched. I'm sorry.
I'm Dr. Jeff.
How to read a dictionary entry. That's what we're doing today.
Basketball meets foosball in the ultimate mashup game. Foosball from Hasbro Gaming.
You booked a sunny Verbo ski chalet with endless views of snow-covered peaks. But the thing they'll remember forever?
Hi, it's Ashley. Today we're going to learn how to read a dictionary entry. Ready? Let's go. Do you know what a dictionary is? Let's say you're reading a story and you come across a word that you don't know. A dictionary can help. A dictionary is a resource that tells us the meaning of words. There are electronic dictionaries, dictionaries online, and also dictionaries that are books. Today we're going to talk about how to read and understand a dictionary entry. They are mostly the same in all types of dictionaries. When you look up a word in a dictionary, you'll see several things. Here I have looked up the word kitten, and this is its dictionary entry. First, you see the word kitten in bold letters. Then, to the right of that, we have the small letter N. That N is the abbreviation for noun. That's the part of speech or type of word kitten is. If you haven't watched our word types videos yet, be sure to do that too. Now, on the next row, we see kitten with a dot in the middle. That dot is splitting the word into 2 syllables, so you can see that kitten has 2 syllables, kit-ten. Then on the next row, between 2 slashes, we have kitten spelled in a funny way. This is called the pronunciation guide. That helps us to know how to pronounce the word. We need to know that because sometimes words are not spelled the same way they sound. The word is split into syllables here too. There's a little mark to show you which syllable is spoken the strongest, and sometimes letters are left out, added, or marked in a special way to help you read it correctly. Most dictionaries have a page in the very front or back to help you understand these symbols. Last, we have the definition. This is what the word means. Kitten is a young cat. Now let's take a look at another entry to see if we can figure out each part together. This one is larger with a lot more information. Let's start with what we know. This is the dictionary entry for the word mend. Can you find the entry word? That's right, it's right here. And what's this V? Great, that's the part of speech V is for verb. Then what's this? Perfect. That's the pronunciation guide. Did you notice that this word wasn't broken up into syllables? That's because this word only has one syllable, mend. Now look at these three words here below the pronunciation guide. Some words have multiple versions when suffixes are added. These are different versions of mend: mended, mending, and mends. Now look here, we have a 1, then A, B, and C. Many words in the English language have more than one meaning. These are the definitions for mend, along with a synonym, which is a word of similar meaning, and a phrase that includes the word to help you further understand its meaning. Some dictionaries even give more information, like antonyms, which are words of opposite meaning, or the word origin, which is where it came from. And that's it. Now it's your turn. Be sure to practice what you've learned by looking.
Okay. So I'm going to leave this page up and talk about this a little bit. So this word mend has 3 different ways we can use that word. The words in the black font or the dark font is the actual definitions, okay? In blue with the italicized is kind of like a context clue, and sometimes some dictionaries actually has it used in a sentence. So it's trying to show you which mend that definition is representing by giving you how you can use it in a phrase or a sentence, okay? So mend could be to be free from faults or defects. And they use it to talk about reform. So maybe one of the politicians was advised to mend his ways or reform his ways, improve his manners or his morals, so that he could be free from faults or defects. You could also use it as mend or to correct something, to set something right. I fixed or I mended a corrupt text message. And then C, you can use it as a synonym of repair, which means to patch up or to put it back in working order. So the capital words, the words in the capital letters, are synonyms. And synonyms just means the same. So it's a different word that means the same thing. So mend could be the same as reform. Mend could be the same thing as correct, or mend could be the same thing as the word repair. This entry doesn't tell you the opposite, but some entries in some dictionary versions gives you the synonym, which is the same, and the antonym, which is the opposite. And opposites are like hot, cold, skinny, fat, rich, poor, chocolate, vanilla. They mean 2 different things altogether, okay? And so this is what we're gonna move into, because the next couple of weeks, we're gonna be talking about context clues. And that's when you're trying to figure out what a word might mean by looking at the words that are in front of the word and after the word that you might not know or that might be unfamiliar with, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna try to leave that up as your sample as you log into. I guess I can't because it's gonna just let me do one or the other, huh? All right, hold on one second. I wanted to do this, but I think we're gonna skip this. because I really want to spend time talking about the spelling city. So I'm going to give you this list real quick. I mean, this link, I'm sorry, for spelling city in the chat. It's amazing how fast this hour goes. I plan out things and then it goes by so fast. Okay. We're going to talk about spelling city. Click on that link and let me know if it does not work for you or if I have to do something different for you guys. When you click on this link, you should see the same thing that I'm showing you, which is my homepage. And so far, I've only put 4 lists up together, okay? So every week I want you to practice on a different list. I really don't care if you do list 4 today, as long as you spend time each week doing one of the lists, okay? Each list has 20 words. And this is the fluency and part of our lesson, because we have to do reading comprehension and fluency. So for fluency, we're working on some of the sight words, okay? So say you want to do list 1 today and you hit games. Now remember Miss Garcia's Miss Cheapo, so I only have the free subscription. So you don't have like all of the games, but these are the ones that are available to you. So if it's your first time and you want to get familiar with the words, you could do the spelling test me. And that's like giving you a spelling test before you even look at the words. And that's okay if you get a low score, because by the end of the week, when you take it again, you'll see how much you have improved. If you just want to be introduced to all the words, then you can hit spelling teach me. And spelling teach me will show you all of the words on your list that you're working with this week, okay? This might be cool to screenshot before you play your quizzes game, because in the quizzes game, it's a scrambled and you have to try and unscramble the words depending on which one you are working with, okay? So these are the words for this list right here. This is list 1. I'm going to go back to play a game and show you the free ones that you have available, because remember, you don't have all of them, unfortunately. Whoops. Whoops. Sorry, guys. All right. So audio word match, that's a cool game. It's kind of like a memory game. When you used to play memory, you have to try and match the 2 cards together. So as an example, read, you have to find the other one, read, and it keeps track of how many turns did it take you to match all of the words. The missing letter. This is how it would look. One of the letters of the word will be missing, and you have to listen to them say the word, use it in a sentence, and then pick the missing letter, okay? For test and teach, that's kind of later on in the week when you're really good with the words. And it's like a speed racing type spelling test where you have to spell all of the words before the dynamite fuse explodes. Okay, so it's like a race against time. And all of the games, they'll give you sentences and use them in context, so it gives you familiarity with the word being used as well as spelling it. This is a word search with good old-fashioned dragging your highlighter when you find all your words. It could be timed or untimed depending on what it is. It doesn't give you the words, it gives you the definitions, okay? So this was a little harder, but you can do it. It's gonna help you figure out what the words mean and how to use them in your writing. Hang mouse. Hang mouse is kind of like hangman. So every time you get it wrong, the cat swipes at you and you have that many lives. Every time you get it right, you're able to take a piece of cheese away from the cat. This doesn't tell you the word. It tells you a sentence where you fill in the blank and then you try and spell that word that fits in that blank, okay? And this is a read a word. And this is just, you're hearing the word again in the sentence and you're picking which word. So if this was one of the words, it wouldn't say find dad, it would say, my dad likes to go fishing. And then you would have to figure out which one of these 4 words was dad, okay? And then you click on it. So these are all just for you to practice with one list each week, okay? And then don't know if it'll let me show you. I'll try if I can show you how it's played. Let's see if I can start a live quiz. I think it's gonna make us log in. Let me see if I can skip past it. I don't know. No, I didn't think so, because it's gonna want a participant. Let me try a different way. New quiz. I guess I could just pretend I'm a student, maybe. Let's see. I thought there was, let's see if I have to assign it again. No, I don't want to assign it again. Darn it. I really thought there was a way for me to show you this. Oh, preview. Duh. That's what happens when you sit at the computer all day. My brain is fried by the end of the day. All right, so you could click any of these on and off. You could be timed if you don't want to, turn it off. So it could read it to you, but it's not going to help you because the words are scrambled, but you could keep it there. It might sound funny to hear the way the computer will read them. The memes are just different little cute things that pop up, encouraging you to do better if you got it wrong, or giving you a kudos because you got it right. And the power-ups are like different bonus tickets. If you get 3 in a row, you might earn a redemption question, and it lets you have a second chance at one that you got wrong. So again, this is unlimited.
Question, game.
So try and figure out what word that is and unscramble it and type it in right there, okay? What else did I want to go over with you before I let you go? You guys talk to me. Is the Spelling City link working for you guys?
The link is in the chat.
Yes. Awesome, Adolfo. Thank you. All right. So one more thing, and then I get to be quiet. That's my froggy voice. These are the links to the quizzes I was just showing you. pick one list from today to Friday to practice. And then next Monday, you could pick another list. The other thing I made for you were the word searches, because the Spelling City, remember I said, is definitions. This one is actually with the words. And these are all fun ways to get familiar with spelling it and reading each word, okay? So you download it, and then using Kami, you're able to write on it. Let me throw that link for you in here in case you don't remember from last week or you wasn't here last week. Kami.com, if you click on that link, and well, let me make it a URL for you. And if you save it, hold on, let me change this to annotate. Once you get to the Kami app, it's gonna ask you if you wanna download it. You don't really have to download it, but you should add it, bookmark it, so that it's saved right here. And then when you have a PDF you wanna write on, you could just click on that, and then you're able to scribble all over your sheet. I don't know if it's here so that I can show you. I try and keep all of my things in, oh, it's still here, in Google Drive, so that no matter where I am, I can see it. So see how it opens in Kami. And I have to change it this week to purple. Last week I had some problems. Looks like this week I'm still having problems. Oh, here it is, okay. Oh my goodness. What kind of app won't let me change it to purple? Okay, there it is. I guess it's not that big a deal for you guys, right? I don't know why it won't let me save it. All right, so now it's purple. And if this was a word, you circle it. You could change the thickness. If you were using it for math, you can use equations, which is kind of cool. It has the symbols there for you to make your own equations for math. It'll read aloud what's on the page, I believe. Maybe not this one because it's letters, but this is a cool app for you to have on your URL browser bookmark. So please, if you don't do anything else today, save that link onto your computer. All right, because that'll help you for all of your classes. What's another thing I wanted to show you? Oh, the actual dictionary. So let me share you one more time with this link, because I really want you to have this bookmarked on your computer, because this is going to help you for all of your classes, not just my class. All right, so let's type in the word mend and see how this version matches up to the one we saw on YouTube. So it kind of looks the same, and I believe it was from a Merriam-Webster dictionary anyway. So what's cool about this online that a book won't do for you is you actually get to press this speaker button. And when your computer's not old like mine, and it doesn't have to buffer everything you ask it to do. You'll actually
Mend.
say it. There you go.
Mend.
Mend. So that's an easy word. But when we get into some of these big vocabulary words for maybe science or even math, sometimes we don't know those vocabulary terms. This is going to be a really cool resource for you to use. Okay. So again, it had the 3 definitions, 1, A, B, and C. It had the italicized words, which is using it in context. Oh, this one has 2 definitions. And instead of A, B, and C, it's showing a D and an E. So that one little syllable word, mend, has all of these ways you can use the word. You can use it as a verb. Then if you move down here, it's showing you what it means as a noun. It's showing the synonyms. It has more example sentences. You can learn more about the word mend. Oh my goodness. Well, we can't learn more today because my computer is ready for night too. All right. I think there's a couple of games when it says choose the right synonym. And this helps you when you're writing. So if you're writing about mending, I don't know why we would write about that, but in case you were, you could switch to the thesaurus and it'll give you synonyms and antonyms for that word. So you don't have to keep saying mend, I mended, I mend, I mend. You can use all these different ones to make your story more interesting. So your story doesn't sound boring, okay? I think it's because of all these ads. It's just making everything take longer. I apologize. Wow, look at all of those words that you can use as a synonym, which means a word that means the same as the word mend, okay? All right. Another cool thing about this is I think if you make your own account with using your email, you can save words. So if you keep coming across different words in algebra and you make it part of your list, you have a quicker way to go back and look at the words that you keep struggling with or that you need right at your fingertips really quick, okay? All right, so for today, I want you to, I'm sorry, this is buffering. Let me see if maybe closing some of these apps helps. I'm not gonna pick one of these for you. I'm gonna let you pick which one you want for your word scramble. So you could do list 1, 2, 3, or 4 today, whichever one works for you. I see someone is already working on this one. Unless that's me, that might have been me showing you guys. All right, so that is, I'm gonna delete that one so I don't get confused because it doesn't take a lot for Ms. Garcia to get confused. If you did not do the dictionary quizzes last week, it is still open and available for you. I will throw that into the link for you. Otherwise, just work on the Scrabble with the Spelling City and then do one of the unscrambled to show me that you worked on something for today. And I will stay on here with you guys in case you have a question. But that was all I wanted to talk about with you guys for today. Do you guys have any questions?
No.
No. Okay, Tyreek, thank you. All right, I'm going to stop recording and I'll stay on here with you until 3 o'clock. Thank you, Adolfo. All right, go ahead and practice on whichever ones you want to practice on. And I'll stay on here with you guys for another 15 minutes, okay?
Miss Garcia,
Yes.
I want to say, can I go back after I have to go to I have to go with my grandma to somewhere.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is open forever and always. No problem.
I'm gonna make sure I
For
do it.
coming today.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna make sure I do it when I get back home.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Miss Garcia.
All right, any of you out, Riley, I know one had to go and pick up your cousin. So if you have to split out, you don't have to stay on and work on it now. I'm just gonna stay on until 3 o'clock with you guys in case you had questions.